Welcome back to the vlog. Thought I'd put my shades on, even though I'm indoors and it's a bit dark, just so you can't see my eyes, because sometimes it goes astray. But today we're gonna do a cost of living video. We're gonna explain. We've been here what, a month and a half, maybe 2 months now.
Yeah, almost 2 months coming up now. Yeah.
So we're gonna do just for 30 days how much it costs for us to live here for a month, and we're gonna show you real figures of what we paid, including electricity bill, water bill, Wi-Fi bill, and rent, everything else, food. Yeah, stick along and we'll explain it further. So the big one is rent. How much do we pay for rent? Our condo, realistically, it should have been 20,000. That was what the advert was saying. But when we came to view it, obviously the lady that was showing us around is Thai. The owner isn't actually Thai.
She's Chinese, I think.
But sweet talk with the agent, and because I'm Thai and we're a young family, they agreed on 18,000. Great deal for us, 18,000 a month.
Which is really good, really, because they're not willing to go much lower now that COVID restrictions and stuff have eased.
So really, it's just what, £400, maybe $450 a month for a 2-bed condo right next to the BTS station. Got a market downstairs.
That is the reason ours is a lot more expensive. It's because it's a 2-bedroom, but we just need the space, don't we? We did actually look around a 1-bedroom, but it's far too small for us, and it wouldn't be fair. We could afford it, so we chose the 2-bed.
Well, we had requirements, obviously. We want a nice modern place, because we can get a much bigger place, probably double the size of this in square meters. An apartment
or a townhouse.
That's half the price. If it's an older building. But we wanted the convenience of the BTS, so we can get around, which has been fantastic. The BTS has been a lifesaver out here. We've hardly had to use the car since we've been here. And also just having the shops downstairs. If we need to nip to get some food or order whatever, it's just there.
We've got markets within 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There's a mall, 10-minute walk down there. We've got everything around us. It's in the perfect spot for us.
It's not too busy, but it's enough. It's enough to get that city vibe.
Definitely.
And obviously we've got the swimming pool, the gym, things that we can use, things that we can keep occupied with as well.
And all of that's included in the rent. We don't pay any extra for the swimming pool, the maintenance fees or anything. That's all included in 18,000 a month. That's really good. It's just the bills that we have to pay on top of the 18,000.
That comes with most new condos nowadays. You get a swimming pool, you get a gym. Some of them even have like a golf simulator room and all sorts.
Some are very high tech now and have all sorts of things in. But for us, these are the requirements we had, and it met all of those, didn't it? So. And
you lowered the price for us. We say. And it's what we can afford. We move closer near Asok, Siam, Hong Kong.
You're barely getting a 1-bed for 20,000.
It becomes more expensive. But then again, you've got kids, it's too busy for us. We feel like we're in the perfect spot for the city vibe. But 18,000 for the rent. So the second bill that we have to pay, and probably the second biggest bill, is electricity.
And we did have to pay this at the farm as well, so this is nothing new to us.
No. Well, what did we pay?
From January to the beginning of February, the whole month was 1,461.55 baht.
And what I'll do is I'll put the screenshot up so we're not lying. Because on the farm we were paying $2,000, just over $2,000. I think, even though we got 3 aircon units in this condo, we only ever turn one on at a time, like at the same time. Well, we never have 2 on really, do we?
No.
Because in the bedroom we sleep with the fan during the night, and during the day we do have this on quite often. But I think why the farm was more expensive is we had 1 aircon
for the whole house.
It was a bigger room, it was longer, taller room, and it wasn't a big aircon unit, so we had to turn the temperature down to the lowest setting and have it on for longer periods of time. So I think that's why it was more expensive at the farm. Because appliances and stuff, we've got the same stuff. We've got the TV, Xbox, fridge,
the slow cooker, the air cooker, the rice cooker.
If anything, we've got more because we've got like microwaves and stuff now. Yeah. So I think that's why it was a little bit more at the farms. We're actually paying less, even though we've got more
things here. But bear in mind that the whole of January, Nat was daily vlogging. So me and the kids were here with all of this on pretty much all day. So 1,400 for the month. Yeah. That's not too bad. We expect the next coming months when we're out and about and stuff to be much less, really.
I mean, we're not stingy with the aircon. You know, if it's hot, we'll turn it on. But like now, it's daytime, and we've got this big window for where the balcony is, and the sun is beaming through. So without the aircon, we'd be toast here. So at the moment, we've got it on, but it's not at the highest setting. We've got it on 26 degrees here. But at the farm, we turn it down to 16. So the aircon was overworked, and obviously, the lower you have it for longer periods of time, the more it's going to cost.
But sometimes when like the kids are napping now, we open these doors because we're so high up, we get a nice breeze from outside. Yeah. So sometimes we don't even need the aircon on. You just make do with what you've got, don't you? But we do use it. I'm not going to lie, we have it on pretty much.
Oh yeah, and TV and the TV and the lights, it's always on. You know, we got kids, we have to have the TV on at all times, basically. So. And obviously we got tablets and things on charge.
Yeah,
pretty much
phones and laptops
all the time. So that's the price for electricity, and that's what we paid this month, isn't it? What was it?
Around 1,400.
So I'd expect next month to be a little bit lower, because I would say probably around 1,200, maybe even nearer 1,000. Maybe we'll update you in one of the vlogs, but yeah, 1,400. I don't think it's a bad price at all.
What's that? About £35, maybe £30.
£30, maybe $35 for the month. It's great.
When our electricity bill back in England was 3,000.
Yeah, so for the last quarter of the before we were moving of the rented house that we were living at, we had to pay a electricity bill of 3,000. Well, just over 3,000, wasn't it?
Less than electric, but 3,000, a lot of money.
So it would have been $3,500, $4,000. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Just for bills.
Another bill that we've got that we did have at the farm as well is the Wi-Fi, and we switched providers when we moved. We were with True at the farm, and we're now with AIS, and we pay 599 baht for a package with our internet and a SIM with 10 gig of data, which is a similar package to what we had at the farm, but we were paying 799 at the farm, so we've got 200 baht saving with this new package, and that's for 2 years. We can, if we move here after a year, we can change it to the new place, and we've still got a year left on this contract. 599 for that bill. And
obviously you saw on an app, we'll show you a screenshot of how much we actually pay, just so you can't say we're lying. Because I know a lot of videos out there, they're giving you a rough estimate of how much they pay. They'll say it's 1,400, it's 700 for this, 500 for that, but how much do you actually pay? I don't know. But I'll actually show you. But yeah, it's cheaper than the Wi-Fi at the farm, and to be honest with you, I think it's better. I think
it does seem faster, but I don't know. Maybe it's because we're in the city. Maybe it is better out here. We were in the sticks, weren't we?
I mean, Wi-Fi at the farm was good. It was better than anything that we had in England anyway, because it's 5G. But yeah, it's basically the same package. You can't really tell much difference. I think it is a little bit better for connection. It doesn't buffer or cut out as much as it did on the farm, but I don't know. There might be a reason for that, but yeah, 200 baht cheaper. It's not a bad package, is it?
No, it's not.
And we've got the SIM as well to put in your phone, so when you're out and about, you can still use it, and that's all included. And yeah, Kaya just woke up from a nap, as you can tell.
Hello, Kaya.
Say hello. Look, say hello.
Mommy. Mommy.
She's always grumpy when she wakes up. So this bill we didn't have at the farm because we had water from the ground. The water bill. For some reason we've had two, but I think that's because we moved in before the end of the month.
I think so.
They're both similar price. I think we paid for 2 months water bill. The first one was 111 and 17 satang, and the second one was exactly 120 baht. Yes, water bill.
Is that about £3? £3 a month?
£3 a month, about $4 maybe, $3.50.
Thing is, places like this, if you really want to be stingy, you can go and shower by the pool if you don't want to use your water. We see people sit down in the lobbies and everything every day just to get the aircon so they don't spend it in their room.
There's this girl that I see every time I go down to this bloody lobby. If I go to collect my food panda or if I go to 7-Eleven, I go down and I open this lobby door, and if it feels remotely cold, I know for a fact, if I just turn my head around a little bit, this girl's going to be sat there. And I think she sits there because she doesn't want to pay her electricity bills.
Probably.
So she sits there because it's nice cold aircon. It's freezing that lobby.
Yeah, it's nice. But it's the same as there's a laundry room downstairs. If you don't want to use your washing machine, or if you don't have one and you don't want to use your water and electric, just pay the 20 baht and do it downstairs. But we're on the 32nd floor, so it's a bit of a faff to get all our washing, go downstairs, come all the way back up, wait for it to be done and go and get it. So we'll use our own washing machine, it's fine.
120 baht
Yeah.
for
Water.
the whole month of water. And that's water to the sink,
Yeah, shower.
the washing machine. Yeah, it's not bad at all. £3 is pocket change really when you talk.
It
Yeah.
really is though. Water's so affordable out here, so
Yeah.
cheap. So
Even drinking water.
Yeah.
If you go to 7-Eleven to buy a bottle of drinking water, you're talking, what is it now, 7 baht?
And then you can refill it in the machine downstairs for 1 baht. What,
Yeah.
you spent 8 baht on water. It's nothing really.
You can get a litre of water from the machine for 1 baht. But 7 baht for a bottle of drinking water. Back in the UK, we were buying bottles of water. It was like £1.50 in some cases. But you're talking at least £1 for a bottle of water nowadays. For that price, we can't complain at all.
Yeah, so 120 a month for water, we'd say, give or take.
So the rest of our budget goes on, what does it go on?
Just general living costs, your food, your transport, things for the kids, nappies, all those sorts of things, household items.
So the beginning of the month, we do a big shop.
Yeah.
Well, we say big, but like
A supermarket shop.
we get like the essentials, things that we'll need for the month. So the kids' nappies, wipes,
toilet paper, for the
all your
cupboards,
toiletries.
Because the kids can't often eat much of the food that we order, so like pastas and things and frozen things that we can put in the air fryer. Those sorts of things we buy at the start of the month just to last us throughout.
Just things so we have it on hand. You know, if we can't be bothered to go downstairs and we need to cut the kids something quick, if they're whinging, there's some frozen chicken nuggets, stick it in the air fryer, whatever.
Yeah, and all your standard things like deodorant, toothpaste, shower gel, toilet roll, all that sort of stuff. We buy at the start of the month and then we top it up when needed, but usually it lasts over a month, doesn't it? Usually so.
So to do that shop, we budget ourselves around 2,000 baht, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, some months it might be more, some months it might be less, but around 2,000 baht we go for that kind of budget, don't we?
Obviously some months you're not going to need things and other months you'll need more of things. It's just how it goes, but roughly 2,000. We never really spent much more than that.
No, and obviously we not cook every day. We order in every day.
Yeah.
So we either go downstairs to order from the restaurants or we order from Food Panda or go out to eat every day. Food for us is, you don't really get food for us, do we?
No.
In that shop.
No.
It's mainly
kids.
it's more for the kids.
Because we can eat a meal for 30, 40 baht on Food Panda or the streets. Like we'll happily have a noodle soup or a pack of pao, but sometimes it's not that kid friendly. So we have stuff in for the kids.
Well, we tried cooking once. I tried to make burritos. So we went to do a shop for some beef ingredients. We came back, spent 3,000 baht and didn't even have the ingredients to make the dish that we wanted to make. So we couldn't even find tortilla wraps.
No.
Yeah, it was just a shambles. But we spent 3,000 baht just to make this one dish.
Never again.
Yeah, and we didn't even end up making it. I think we ordered in.
Yeah, but
That night,
that's a one-off shop. We don't often go out and spend more than 2,000 on our big shop. That's because we wanted to make this one meal as well as buying our monthly things, and we just couldn't buy all the ingredients because they didn't exist.
Bought pots and pans and stuff. It's still got stickers on, so we don't
It's
cook.
easier, yeah.
We don't cook. We don't need to cook anymore.
It's just the kids. As long as we've got fruit, veg, pasta, things like that for the kids, they're happy.
And also, daily food. Like I say, we order in every day or we go out to eat every day. We sort of budget ourselves to around 500 baht a day.
Yeah.
Does that take us to a month? 17,000.
15,000.
15,000.
If we say a month is 30 days, 15,000.
We budget ourselves around 500 baht so for our food.
And sometimes that includes our travel costs as well, because the BTS isn't expensive. So if we get the BTS to go somewhere to eat, that's included in the 500 baht as well.
Because a meal typically will cost us between 50 to 100 baht. 100 being like, I want specials for 100 baht.
100 bit. I don't really want to pay this, but it looks nice.
Yeah. Or I'm in a nice location, I'm going to have to accept it's a little bit more. But yeah, between 50 and 100 baht per dish. Obviously, there's only two of us. The kids usually get something where they can either share or snack on.
And we usually don't eat out for like breakfast. We usually only in order like a lunch or a dinner or both of those. Breakfast we usually have got bread and toast and like those kind of things and eggs. And
Well, sometimes I'll go down just to the little market just down here,
Yeah.
take Mal down with me and just get some patongo or some grilled chicken on a stick.
we don't often buy a meal for breakfast. It'll
Mm.
just be either snacks or stuff that we've already got in the house. So it's not like we're buying 3 meals a day. It'll be we just buy when we're hungry, don't we really? But limit ourselves to that 500 baht a day. Sometimes it's a lot less, isn't it? Because sometimes we don't even go out.
Well, I would say it's either more than 500 baht or less than 500 baht. We're trying to keep it in that ballpark. Let's just say 500 baht. That's the average. But living cost, we would say 15,000 for food or for shopping. Is that what you're saying?
15,000 is our 500 a day, and then plus a 2,000 for our monthly shop that we do at the start of the month to last us. 17,000 altogether for those.
Alright, so the last point or the last expense that we have is miscellaneous cost. We've said 2,740
50.
or 2,750, just to round it up to 40k, which would be around
£1,000.
maybe just less than £1,000, just so it's easy figures. But miscellaneous, so activities that we do during that month. Like the other day we went out to a kids play area where we have to pay for the kids.
Yeah.
Or if we go to the mall, there's soft play there, we have to pay maybe a pair of socks, 60 baht or whatever. It's miscellaneous cost. You don't know what it's going to be.
Like Sea Life we went to, or the entry visit for a temple. They're like miscellaneous things. That's like what we're going out to do, an activity as such.
Let me just say, Sea Life is a lot more than 1,000 whatever. It's probably 1,000. It's that much per ticket. But that's a one-off.
Yeah.
But activities like
That's what I
temples
meant,
and
just-
national parks, fees and whatever else, we're hopping on a boat, a little boat trip across the river or whatever, they're miscellaneous.
Even fuel in the car now is miscellaneous because we don't use it that often. We've probably put in I don't know,
less than 1,000 baht
Yeah.
since we've been here. Whereas on the farm,
You had to use it every day, sometimes
it would be
2 or 3
like,
a day.
a couple times a week we would fill up like 500 baht here and there, and it just adds up. It becomes expensive just to get to the town and back. We save a lot on not using that car really. Maybe we need to just get rid of it.
But also we'd use the car to drive to an activity to then pay for the activity to drive back, whereas here you can jump on the train to a lot of places. So that cuts the cost massively because the BTS isn't expensive, the kids go free, and then you only have to pay for the activity, whereas the cost of fuel did add up a lot on the farm. Just to get a meal, you had to leave the farm to go to the town because there's nothing around us.
It's an everyday expense using that car at the farm because I said before, like, if we wanted to go out to eat or we wanted to go buy a meal, we have to get in the car and go. Whereas here we don't. The car's been parked. Well, it was there for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before we actually used it the other day. The car's not been used at all.
It's so dusty, collecting dust in the
It's
car park.
It's still got dust from the farm, so it's the dirtiest car in the car park. But no.
We know our car. But yeah, we don't use it, well, not really at all.
On the farm, you could probably give fuel like a couple of thousand a month, at
easily.
least. It could be a couple of thousand, 1,000 a week probably, I would say almost, at the farm. It did add up quite a bit. But yeah, that's our cost. To round it up, have you got the figures there on your phone? Let's just end this video. We're waffling on now.
18,000 for rent, 1,400 for electric, 600, we're rounding it up now, 600 for Wi-Fi, 250 for water, 2,000 for our big shop at the start of the month, 15,000 is our 500 a day budget, and 2,750 our miscellaneous costs.
Oh.
To give us a grand total of 40,000 a month. Spot on.
Here's the other one. She just
She's
woke
up.
up.
Hello.
Say hello. Hello. Anyway, both the kids are up now. It's gonna be a little bit hectic. We're gonna end it there. Hopefully, we give you enough information. These are our legit bills.
Yeah.
I'll show you screenshots, or I probably would have popped them up already. Just so you know, this is exactly what we're paying.
Yeah. Some months will be more, some will be less. That it's give or take, but 40,000. But I will say though, that doesn't include your
I was gonna
your
insurance
yeah,
and
your visa costs.
Visa costs.
These
and-
aren't living costs, these are essentials. Like you need to sort your own visas out and your own insurances out, and it's going to vary from person to person.
People ask us all the time, how much you pay for your insurance? Well, first of all, we're a young family.
We're young
So-
and a family, so it's going to be different.
We're not like a 70-year-old, so an insurance company would charge a 70-year-old a lot more than they would a 20-something-year-old. So it's different for everyone. It's, you know, people got different health conditions and all sorts. So we can't really give you advice on how much insurance is going to be.
Same with visas, there's so many different financial requirements for each one. It's whatever visa you're on, that's what you're paying essentially. So find that the visa that works for you.
These are things you have to figure out yourself and just have to accept that you have to pay. If you come to Thailand, you're going to need insurance and visas. Those
not a living.
those costs depends on what company you go with, who you are, how old you are. It's all sorts of different variations. We can't advise on how much that's going to be for you guys.
We've got that included, and we've got our backup funds for emergencies and the kids' education as well. So if those are the things you need to set aside, then you need to include that obviously in your own budget. But like we say, that's not a living cost for everybody, so we've not included those in this video.
Yeah.
That's just bits and bobs that we also save up for and pay for.
Anyway, hopefully you got some good information. We're going to end it here, aren't we? We'll see you on the next one.